All right. Welcome, everybody. If you're just getting in here, please let us know in the chat. Say hi. Give me a hashtag live in the chat, or hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. But excited to have you here. And we will get going. Okay, welcome. I'm Sean Greeley, founder and CEO of NPE. I'm also strategic advisor to A12 for many years now, and excited to share with you some significant updates that you're all here to hear about with the A12 program and really the business opportunity and how all these things come together to really unlock explosive growth for you and your business with the offerings that we now have, and is a complete solution, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. So let's get right into it. And why is this so exciting? Why are we so excited? Well, we're going to talk about three things. Number one, the new and updated A12 programs and how that really impacts the business opportunity that you have to be successful and go-to-market strategy and generate income for your business. We're going to introduce a little bit updates on the the new and updated A12 Business Systems tools. We have entirely new lessons and tools that are now in the coaches portal for you to consume and get into. We're going to talk about that. And then lastly, I'm going to hopefully encourage you around why now is the best time to utilize the A12 system to grow your client base income. And really, that is the job to be done. You need to be aggressive right now, play offense. And luckily, it's the perfect time, it's the perfect place to do so. We're going to get right into it. So let's get started. First off, new and updated A12 suite of offerings. Well, by now, you've probably heard a little bit of the news. We have 3 A12 programs to offer. Paul has done an incredible job really designing these programs, and really Paul enjoying engineering the entire client journey experience for you as a professional or studio owner delivering these programs in your business. We have A12 Classic, the original. We have A12 Express, which came second. Really the shortened version for people that don't have the time commitment that is required for Classic. And we have the all-new A12 Life program, which is phenomenal, and really what it can do for your business. Really not only continue to serve the people that have come in on Classic Express, but also open up a new market segment for you and drive significant reoccurring revenue for your business on 6 and 12-month agreements. So we're going to talk about all these, how they fit together, and how to put the right blend together to achieve your goals. So again, just recap, because it's good to remember the fundamentals. And if you haven't run a Classic wave yet, what this is all about. Obviously, this is what the brand was built on, being the world's best body transformation program. And it's the program is built for people who want the greatest transformation in the shortest period of time. Now, the big piece here that is required from their perspective, from the end user perspective, is time. They need to be able to train for 5 days a week, 60+ minute training sessions, plus additional cardio sessions up to 30 minutes for 12 weeks. Now, that is a significant training volume, but you got to pay the price, to get the reward, right? And you also need not only just the capacity for training, but you got to have the capacity for recovery from high volume training, good sleep, low stress, right? So there is some times when this is like all the lights are green in your life and you want to go after it, get after it. But for a lot of people, the time commitment and the other constraints they have with family or with business or career are going to prevent them from engaging. That being said, still a phenomenal program you should be offering at least once a year if you're repping the A12 brand. So what do they get in A12 Classic? They get 12 weeks of programming, 3 phases. This equates to 60 semi-private training sessions, nutrition program for each phase, cardio programming for the second session of the day, graduation photo shoot, coaching support. It's a lot that they get in the Classic. And we recommend that you price this at $3,000. Now, there's been times in the past that some of you have charged less than this for this program. And now is the time to really anchor this price to an appropriate range that sets up the right ratios between the different offerings. And that's why we're going to recommend you not charge less than $3,000 for the Classic. And depending on the target market you're serving, your positioning, and the competitive market you're in, we've had people go as high as $5,000 for a 12-week package. So certainly between $3,000 and $5,000 is reasonable. The main thing we want to ask you to respect the guidelines is not to go below $3,000. Generally, best to position is a lump upfront payment for this offer and a payment plan if needed. Why do we ask for that? Because we want to, have skin in the game. And when people pay for things and they pay upfront for things, they value them, they see them through, and they stick it out. And they generally rearrange the rest of their life, right? Schedule with training time and recovery and other commitments to make this a focus and give this the space and attention it needs, ultimately to get the best return, right? The best ROI for them on their investment, which means they get better results, which means then that helps grow your business because they get better results, right? So everything is set up to work together. And that's why we recommend you charge what you charge, not just for your benefit, but really for setting up the clients with the level of commitment required to then get the level of engagement required to get the best results. So all those are really important. Again, upfront payment positioning, or if they need to, 2 or 3 pay, always get paid in the front. These are just basic general guidelines you should be practicing anyway. So how does this shake out? Well, we've run some math here, and we're going to show you some of the pieces. If you're new to A12, you're running your first wave, we recommend 16 clients is a great number to start with for your first wave. That's 4 hours training a day. That's 48,000 income in that wave for working 20 hours a week. It's about 200 revenue per hour, which is a phenomenal revenue per hour in the fitness industry for generating this type of income. And you can certainly scale this up. Really, the limitation is on your sales and marketing systems and expertise, and really the demand you create through your effort. It's kind of like, this is an opportunity, right? An opportunity, but to maximize the return on the opportunity, you have to do the work. The work being not just fulfillment of services, but you have to do the work to market it to raise demand higher than supply. And that is the job for everybody to master. Is you got to have more demand than supply. And if you do that, I'd rather have you sell out with a wait list and then open up more spots for the next wave than just barely be sneaking people in. So again, much better structure to go after, and you can certainly fill this up. 32 clients in a wave is 8 hours a day, which is a heavy training load for 5 days a week. If it's just you coaching, ideally you're going to have another coach working with you, but you can see, close to, 96,000 per wave, and almost 400,000 a year that you can generate when you're maxed out at 32. And certainly you can do more than 32. There's not a limit there, but for 40 hours a week of training, close to 400,000 a year, it's a great arsenal to have in your offerings. Now, Express was built out of the number one objection that we would get to Classic, and that is people are like, yes, I want those results, but no, I don't have that amount of time to commit to the training volume and the recovery and so on. And so for people who want this type of physical transformation, but they have less time, less capacity, Express was built to offer 35-minute sessions 3 times a week, including cardio. So 1 hour and 45 minutes total training time per 12 weeks. There's a lot more demand for Express than there is for Classic. Why? A lot more people are time poor, and 35 minutes a week is easier to say yes to, or per training session is easier to say yes to than an hour plus a cardio session. So, this is a phenomenal offer that's going to have the most pull for you in a lot of cases. And they get 12 weeks of programming, still 3 phases, 36 semi-private sessions, nutrition programming, cardio programming is now baked into those 35 minutes 3 times a week. They get a graduation photo shoot. They get coaching support. We recommend you price this at around 2,000 and not to undercut that. Certainly, you could raise that up to 3,000 in markets where you go up to 5,000 on Classic. You can go up to 3,000 on or higher on Express. But the ratio of keeping these prices and price integrity is really important to protect the product and the value of the IP. Same thing, you want to position as an upfront payment plan if needed. Again, always paying the front. But when you look at this, really what is now the outcome and potential with Express, it has got the highest revenue per hour of the suite of offerings. You're earning between $350 and $375 per hour on the conservative side. If you go up in pricing, $2,500, $3,000 for Express, then it's even going to be higher. You're going to be up in the $400 plus an hour range. I mean, the attorneys don't make that kind of billable hour. So this is pound for pound the best bang for the buck, and it meets the biggest, really demand in the market. People who want a big change but have limited capacity to commit. And you can see you can be working essentially 15 hours a week and earning, 64,000 per wave. So, you do the math, right? And what that equates to. But in a year, you're talking, 4 times 260, over $250,000 a year working 15 hours a week in the business. I don't know anywhere you're seeing that in the fitness industry today. So again, phenomenal program, great to have it in the arsenal. And the new addition to the family here is Life. Why is this so important? Again, we want to really understand how this fits in the family of offerings. So we've got Classic, we've got Express. This is a great place for people to graduate into who now want a sustainable offering post their 12-week transformation. However, there's a great market for people who maybe are turned off by the challenge. They don't need that as an onboarding experience. They know they need to train, they're committed to training, and they can come in, commit to this as a better front door for them in working with you and your business. This is a little bit higher time commitments of 45 to 50 minutes, 3 times a week. That does include the cardio programming, up to 2.5 hours of training per week. And really, what Paul likes to talk about for positioning is this is for people who are happy to take a more long-term route to their goals with less effort, a little less intensity, and the lowest possible risk of injury or burnout, which really, in the long run, those of you who've been training for a long time, training clients for a long time, you know that injury and burnout are the two biggest really things that we want to keep an eye on, especially for clients in the 40s and 50s. So Life is a great sustainable option for them. And again, just speaks to a different type of target market and different season of where people are at. What do they get? Well, we're positioning this as either 6 or 12 months offering. We've already got a 3-month offering with Express and Classic. So we want to offer this as either 6 or 12-month commitment, 3 sessions per week. They get nutrition programming. Paul's designed 2 modes: coast mode for standard nutrition programming, or accelerator mode when you want to get a little leaner for a certain time of the year. They can flip a switch, get into that program. Cardio is integrated, coaching is integrated throughout the journey. So we recommend for pricing on this one is a different type of structure. You're going to be positioning this as a monthly rate. $750 per month for a 12-month commitment is what we recommend. $800 per month for a 6-month commitment. You can certainly go up from that a little bit, but again, that's the floor we're going to recommend for price integrity and maintaining the positioning of the different price offerings in this suite. So you're going to offer people 6 or 12 months. Again, a little bit better discount with the month rate when they commit to the full year. Benefit to them is they get to lock in a time, a schedule, have your support throughout a year. They're not stressing like little things for, a week here or there. When you're working together in a year, there's a little bit less urgency and stress and pressure and kind of the general attitude that you approach in the work with them. They're generally pretty stable clients and they've got a different mindset here and you're working together in a different type of relationship. So again, we offer a little better commitment, and it's set up for success. Now, what does this look like in terms of revenue per hour? It's actually over 300 per hour. You're going to be generating on the low side if you're at that 750 per month if you have all 12-month clients, and certainly if you have 6-month clients or you raise the rate a little bit higher given your demographic or target market area. You're going to be, again, earning a great income. And you can see, 18 hours a week to be earning 24,000 a month is phenomenal leverage, right? And so to have now the mix of having, the one-time hits with the 12-week programs, having the long-term recurring revenue on 6 and 12-month agreements. Again, you can wake up every day at the start of the month and you've already got recurring revenue covering all your overhead and then some. Puts you in a great financial position, less stress, less worry, and set up for success. So putting this all together, you have 3 powerful programs to deliver to market and grow your client-based income. You have the Classic that gets really the best results for people who want the ultimate physique transformation. You have Express, which is the highest revenue per hour. Again, also reaching the broadest range of people who are just, want results, but they're time poor. That's the path for them. And then Life is the most sustainable long-term for really your client base, your income. And again, you can use the front-end programs, Classic Express, to feed into Life and your base of Life clients, or you can just go front-end with Life as an offer as well. So now you have the system. You get to choose how you want to deploy this. You can choose 1, 2, or all 3 of these programs to offer based on your business strategy, based on your goals, based on your season of life and career and where you're at. And you can change this as well. So if you decide, for this year you want to do X, Y, and Z, and the next year you're expanding the operation or hiring more team, again, you can continue to move this as you want. Really, these three programs are timeless. They're not going to go out of style. There's always people who want what we've got to offer in these three suite of offerings now. So that's the opportunity. It's important to understand Life, the new one, in the context of the other two and how they fit together to help you be successful in your goals. Now, next thing I want to do is do a brief overview of the new and updated A12 business systems and tools. So we now have new training and tools in the portal. We have 24 business and marketing training lessons, 15 tools, templates, SOPs, and more. And you get to dive in here, learn them, implement them, and master them to put them to work to get you the results that you want, growing your client base and income. And really, the lessons speak for themselves. I'm not going to go through really them here now in depth. You can log in, you can go through them on your schedule. You can post questions in the roundtable forum. You can tag me. You can tag Dwayne and Paul. Will be there to support you to answer questions. But again, these are available to you, and use them to start to plug in and get this to work in your business. And then lastly, I just want to really encourage you to really get focused right now, and why now is the best time to utilize this system and this suite of offerings to grow your client base and income. I have been doing this almost 20 years now, 18 years, coming up on 18-year anniversary with NPE. I've seen a lot of things in the world, certainly the last 3 years, a lot of changes in our industry. And there can continue to be some market challenges that we experience, different things going on in the world. There's certainly recession, there is market shifts happening, but every problem always presents a growth opportunity. And that's what I want you to think about. There's not there's always an opportunity. And the opportunity starts with your focus around getting very clear, very organized. It's time to step up our game in how we lead ourselves, how we lead our companies, and how we ultimately deliver more value to the market than the competition to win the business and grow as a result. So four reasons why A12 is your answer and your answer now. Number one, you hear it again and again. I just want to repeat the certainty of results. There is not a program in the world that has the certainty of results of A12. And now we have that in three different offerings: Classic, Express, and Life. That means, there is consistent, predictable value and exceptional value delivered to the market. When you have the most value to offer, you have the most opportunity to gain monetization and revenue. And so, this is the time that people want to make sure the money they're investing is getting return on their investments. And you have that incredible offering with A12. And really, the best product, when you have something that just works and is going to get repeatable, consistent results, it just makes it easier to then get clients, because people are happy, they want to renew, they want to refer, they tell other people about you. You've got great, before and after photos of clients that helps you market to get more new clients, right? Everything kind of is built around the hub of the customer experience, the client success that you've got in this product and intellectual property. Number two, you got a suite of offerings now. You got three things, right? And there's always a lot of people that will buy one, two, or all three of those in the market. So, if it's not the right fit for you to offer one of those, you can offer the other two. We had a lot of objections at a period of time with Classic, because people were just the end users, right? Clients were just too stressed and overwhelmed to commit to the training volume required. Well, now there's no excuses. Everybody can justify 35 minutes 3 times a week with Express. And everybody can, then maneuver and graduate. If you can do 35 minutes, for 12 weeks, 3 times a week, you can then evolve into 45 minutes, right? So for Life, and commit to this ongoing. So you've now got incredible suite that, again, delivers tremendous revenue per hour for your facility. And, when you have that type of unit economics, you're set up to win. And that gets into point three. When you talk about the revenue per hour you can generate, you now got tremendous ability to drive revenue, drive gross profit, drive profit, invest in hiring and retaining great coaches and great talent, and work together on growing and dominating your market, right? When you have the economic setup to win, it's easy to win. Again, that said that you got to follow the guidelines we're giving you and respect those, but you are set up to win when you do. And number four is just predictable scale business. I can tell you there's really always two things we're working on in business. One is we're working on getting more clients, and two, working on, once we've done that right, scaling the business. And scaling the business gets into process, people, profit, money management. But you have the process, you have the incredible product that is going to get consistent, repeatable results with clients. And you have the process, which is really done for you. It's the black box of you put in the data of the client test, and it spits out the workout for you and really dynamically adjusts that for delivery to the client, right? And that is where it all comes together to put you in a position to win and be disruptive in the market. It's certainly in a time when we've seen challenges in different models like a group and group training and high volume group training right now. There is more opportunity in this segment of semi-private training and a little more personalized training and programming for clients that you have to offer in Express and certainly for Life. So again, all those things put you in a great position. And look, there's going to continue to be challenges in the market, but when you have the best product, when you compare that with the best business systems, and you have the unit economics set to win now and ongoing as you grow and scale when that is right for you, you're going to have a steady, consistent growth and progression path. So where does it really lie? Well, it's time to take action. So your action items are really to dive into the new and updated business systems training in the portal. As you do, especially dive into lesson on pricing and packaging, you want to choose your program offerings, whether it be Classic, Express, Life, one, two, or all three of those, given your plan for the year, given your plan for the next 90 days. And then, of course, once you know what you're going to go do, you want to go master the system to sell it, and then put your consistent investment into marketing, awareness, growth, promotion. We're going to talk about more of this in the marketing lessons. And ultimately, that's where you're going to need to spend your time. Ultimately, the work is done for you on delivery and fulfillment. The sales system you can learn and master consistently. And then the job to be done is the marketing, which is where we've got great resources to help you here at A12 and continued support with my organization, NPE, as well. So get in, do the work, get after it. This is time to really make your business a focus. And the best defense against anything going on in the world is the best offense, right? So get after the game and using this to be very clear where you're going and use the tools, use the systems to get to work and make it happen. So that's it for our live today. We're keeping this tight given a number of commitments, but hopefully enjoyed it. Give me your best takeaways and what you're most excited about in the chat. And also tag us with questions. You'll have myself, Dwayne, and Paul here to answer questions, to support you, and excited to see your progress to get after this now for the rest of this year. So that's it. Look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.